All right, we're going to do this now. Here we go, everybody.
Okay, if you say so.
Yeah. Come on. Where is it?
I'm trusting you on this, Scott. I'm trusting that you're telling me the truth.
Well, then I take that trust very seriously and will not betray it, and will actually start the show. So here goes. There's audio. All right. Test. 1 2 1 2. Here we go up to the thing. Okay, I'm going to click this button and go in 3 2 1.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit. Taste the honey sauce. Taste the goodness of the biscuit with the honey sauce. Get your honey suck on me. I don't like the way it mixes with my chicken wings. Get none of that honey sauce on me. I don't like the way it tastes on my chicken wings. Take us out, Moose.
Taste the biscuit.
Get tickets now.
The Morning Stream with Scott and Brian and a caveman.
Welcome back to TMS, everybody. It is Wednesday, September 28th, 2022. I'm Scott, and he's Brian. Hi, Brian.
Hi, Scott. I want more of that. Let's not even do a show. Let's just put that on repeat because there's nothing that we can do on this show that can top that. That could be better. That could be funnier.
Taste the biscuit.
Taste the biscuit.
Taste the biscuit.
You set the bar so damn high for the beginning that all I can do is just look up at it longingly and say, we'll never reach that for the next 2 hours.
Yeah, it's may as well just hang it up. We've done a good run. We did 2,354 episodes, so now's a good time.
Please tell me what that is. Was that an actual commercial?
Yeah, some local commercial for a place that does chicken biscuits and gravy and all that, and they had a horrible ad. It was an awful local ad.
Oh,
yeah.
Man.
Yeah. Sometimes I seek these out. Sometimes I regret it.
Listen, whoever, if that got sent to you, I want to shake that person's hand. But if you found that, I will shake yours.
Well, my hand is ready to be shaken.
Outstretched. Okay.
Yeah, it's outstretched and ready for whatever love you want to put on it. That sounds weird. All right. Look at this, everybody. We got an email about Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Because I guess we both made a joke that the Taco Bell was named after some guy named Bell. And turns out it's true. Robert from Hendertucky wrote in and says, Dear Scott and Brian, actually, Brian, Taco Bell is in fact named after its founder, Glenn Bell, established in 1962.
Totally is.
Yep.
Yeah, in Downey, California. Glenn Bell, who passed away in 2010.
You say from what? Over abundance of beans or what? What got him?
He died from 7 ingredients, sadly.
Dang it.
Let's see. He was 87 when he died, so
he did fine.
He did fine. Yeah,
he's
exactly.
Okay.
I don't think
Yep, there is Glenn William Bell Jr., American entrepreneur, founded the Taco Bell chain of restaurants. Nicely done.
Yeah. So
had no idea though.
Parkinson's. That was the.
Oh, I don't like that. That's no fun.
No, I don't like that either.
Nope, that's not a good one. We don't like Parkinson's. That one can F off.
No.
All diseases that kill people can F off, but that one in particular is just a bummer.
Yeah, that's a sucky one.
Yeah. Speaking of sucky ones, I hope everybody in the path of Ian is battened down or in a safe place today.
No kidding. I know we got some Miami folks, some Tampa. I guess Miami's south of where it's supposed to hit big, but Tampa, I know we got some folks in the St. Petersburg, Tampa area. And
Tampa seems to be location 0 for this thing.
Yeah.
Or it will be. So it's still off the coast, but it sucked all the water out of the bay. And so if you go look at these videos, they're crazy because normally they got water up to the edge and it's just like all sucked out into the storm, which is bad because that means all of that is going to crash into the side of that thing.
It's like the wave, right? When you see the water dropping down behind a wave or in front of a wave, you know that thing is just going to be massive.
Oh, right. Like a tsunami sort of, I guess. But yeah, we hope you guys are good. I saw some tornado footage also that was really concerning. I don't like that because that's people, it's more further inland, obviously, but it just feels like all of America's wiener is in the target of this thing, It's bad.
Yeah.
So any listeners out there, we hope you're good.
Floridians, please buckle in, be safe, and keep us posted.
I reached out to Hunts the Wind last night and just said, hey, you were on here last time there was a major hurricane. Do you want to come on again and talk about this one? And I haven't heard back, probably because he's in the air doing his stuff right now. Because that's what they do. They're like, they get out before it hits land and do all their stuff. So
the reason he's the best guest to have on when something like this happens is the reason that we can't get him when something like this happens.
Exactly. So we're gonna have to probably get him after it hits, and he's always happy to come on here and do that. But he's also in Florida. He's based there, so I always worry he's got a double whammy going, because on the one hand he's in an airplane, like going into the eye of the thing, doing measurements and flying above it and all that. And then he's got to go home to live in Florida that is actually the target of the damn thing. So it's just rough. But anyway, hope we hear from him. I'd love to talk to him.
Yeah, he's probably safer up in the air than down on the ground.
I agree. I'd just stay up there. If you live in Florida, don't land. Just stay up in the air.
Right. And maybe when you come down in Georgia or come down in South Carolina or someplace.
They got food in the plane.
Alabama.
They got
Greenbow, Alabama.
That's right. They got a shitter in there in the plane. You don't have to worry about it. You're good. Stay up there. Hey, Brian, did Mike Pachulik send you a spider picker-upper? Because he sent me one.
Yeah, I'm glad you told me who gave us these things. So this giant box, this big long box arrives yesterday.
Yep.
And in it is this little, it's like fireworks.
Oh, wow. It's like being there. Oh, man. That was a big one.
Dun 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 dun. Even comes with a spider, so you can practice your skills.
Oh, I didn't see. Kim took it out of the box, so I didn't see the spider.
Oh.
That's awesome.
Yeah, this will be fun to put in Tina's on Tina's pillow at some point.
Hell yeah.
And a little like, I don't know if you're supposed to catch it in there and then immediately go shloop and then take it outside and then be like,
oh, probably. That makes sense.
Yeah. But anyway, first thought was, okay, this has to be either Stephanie, who was talking about how she picks up spiders by hand and takes them outside, or Carter. And then you, thankfully, because it didn't come with, usually these come with like a gift note that says, here, enjoy this for your spider picking up needs.
That's how we ended up finding it, is because the paper is so small that we almost threw it out. We didn't see it.
Oh, really? It's not the usual Amazon square.
It's like a little tiny little slip of paper that was buried under this thing, and as she was throwing out the putting the paper in recycling, she saw it and went, oh wait, here's the name, and it's this tiny little like 6-point font name. So geez, Amazon, maybe you have a better from paper, like who it's from. That
exactly.
Just seems weird.
I'll have to check. I still have the box because the cat loves it. It's a long box that she can crouch down in and then jump out at us. So nice. I have a cat that loves cardboard boxes.
Is it the longer the better, or what? Does she like to move around in it, or what's the deal there?
No, the more confining to her, the better, as long as the top of her body doesn't stick out. Like basically, her ideal box would be the kind of the length of the box that this came in, but maybe a third shorter, and she'd be like perfectly contained in there and can crouch down. Bigger boxes, she'll hop in and she'll sit him and look out, but she's like, I want something that she just really wants to be confined in there.
How does she feel about carriers, like cat carriers? She like those? Okay. Take the little
no, because she absolutely associates those now with the vet. What we apparently need to do is next time we take her to the vet, we just need to put her in a cardboard box.
Yeah, take her in a cardboard box to the doctor.
We're just going to be the jankiest, like, listen, we have a carrier, but she likes cardboard boxes. This calms her down. Unfortunately, that means that they can't just, open the front and kind of pull her out. They need to open the top and have her spring out claws and teeth and everything.
Love it. Well, good. I'm glad she's found a happy little second home. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. All cats need comfort.
I do try doing the thing that I've seen people do online where you've got a box that fits perfectly, and she hops in. And then next time she's not looking, you replace that with a slightly smaller box, and you basically keep doing that until they're basically standing in something that barely fits them.
That's perfect. I like it. I like the ones that jam into a fishbowl somehow. Somehow they get their whole body in there.
Kidding.
I don't get that. That's nuts to me. Cats are magical creatures that we should respect and fear. That's what I'm getting at.
Agreed.
All right.
Especially this one.
Yeah, especially this one. All right, we're gonna get a Dunaway up in it.
Yeah.
We're gonna take some phone calls. Oh, I gotta open that though. Hold on a second here.
Open it. What are you waiting for, Scott? Open it already.
Hopefully this call waiting thing doesn't bug me. I hate that so much. Have that number handy, everybody. 801-471-0462, because we are gonna play a game. Yes, that's right. Time for Tad Pulley Feud. And Brian Dunaway is joining us for Tad Pulley Feud. Hello, Brian Dunaway.
Oh, hi, Scott and Brian.
Hi.
Hello, Brian.
What's going on,
It's
man?
like it's almost like, he's just picking up the phone. Like as soon as I, hey, Brian, how are you?
Yeah.
Hi, guys.
Yeah, we always hear like a little
What
rustle.
do you want from me?
Look, we want you, and that's all.
It's a role I play. What do you want from me?
Yes,
Come on.
we love it.
You're a role player.
Never change.
Yeah, exactly. Now, here's the deal. I've decided today I'm taking our third caller. That's how this is going to work.
Oh, look at that caller number 3.
Yep.
Is that because you saw who caller number 1 and 2 were? And you're
No,
like,
I have no idea.
not
I
them.
just got one so far, so I've only declined one. I'll decline the second, which now is coming in. Declined. All right, now if you want to be, oh wait, that's not declined. There we go. Second caller declined. Third caller now. The next one that rings in is
Look at
yours.
that. Wow.
Yep.
It's like we're
Boom.
real.
I've chosen it. Hi, who's this?
Hey, it's Quantum Feline.
Well, hello, Quantum Feline.
Hey,
Congratulations.
Quantum Feline.
You are
Hey.
now today's third
What's up?
caller. Nicely done. Well done. Quantum. Oh, boy, we were just talking about cats. This is perfect. It's perfect.
It
Quantum
is
Feline.
perfect. Yes. What kind of box do you prefer, Quantum Feline?
Yeah, what do you like for?
What's that?
What kind of box do you like to jam
What kind of
yourself?
box do you prefer?
Yeah.
Hopefully the one that doesn't kill the cat inside.
Oh, the Schrodinger's.
Oh, nice Schrodinger, yeah.
Schrodinger's
Yeah.
box.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
Schrodinger's
Maybe.
death
I
box.
won't know
Box,
until
but
I
maybe
look.
not.
Interesting. Well, since you're here,
I'm
you may
not
as well
looking in there.
play with us because you're freaking here. Brian, you're gonna have to explain these rules though and what he might win. What's going on with that?
That's right. It's time to play the Tadpooly Feud. I've surveyed the tadpole on some nerdy topics, and Scott and Brian will have to predict the answers that they gave us. It's their job to see how many of those answers they can guess. Now, Quantum Feline, your job is more important than ever because you're going to reach in that box, and you could get these prizes, which are both simultaneously alive and dead until we open the box. Let's see here. You have the chance of winning WWE 2K Battlegrounds with the DLC, the Ultimate Brawlers Pass, or your choice of something else if you're not into wrestling games. Because I'm not a monster.
Wrestling.
Sure. No, you give people options. I get it. And some wrestling
Yeah,
games
in
are
this
really
case-
fun.
In this case, I do. Like if it was Need for Speed, whatever, you're getting Need for Speed. But if it's if you're wrestling is a very
Oh, you called it
specific
wrestling.
case.
I'm loving it.
Yeah.
Wrestling.
Well, it's real to me, damn it.
Thank
It's
you.
real to me.
Yes.
Yes.
It's only wrestling if it's in the backyard, right?
Is that
Yeah, I
is
think
that the
so,
deal?
yeah.
Okay. I never knew if there was a proper wrestling use versus wrestling.
On a trampoline that's missing 4 springs. That's what makes it wrestling.
Yeah.
That's right. And that trampoline is rectangular, not round.
Yeah, no kidding. Put that
That's
shit
right,
on
exactly.
TikTok, baby. Awesome. Well, let's get it going then. Let's win. Let's win for him.
Yeah, let's give you guys a category and put your hands upon your buzzers. We asked 820 tadpoolers. 66 of them said, I don't know. Their answer to this: name your favorite 80s hair metal band.
Ow!
Scott.
It's not like my favorite, but I'll bet it's on there. Poison.
Poison. Talk dirty to me, Scott.
Yeah.
Show me Poison. Oh, there we
Number
go.
2. Wonder what number 1 is. Oh, I have an idea.
Yeah. One answer will beat it, Brian. What's the Tadpool's favorite 80s hair metal band?
Well, I don't. I'm going to go with Motley Crue.
That's
Motley
good.
Crue. The Crew do the Crew hand signals and the Crew.
Did you see all those people like leaving their concert in droves because it was so bad? I don't know if you followed that at all.
Oh, really?
Brian. Yeah, it was. They showed some footage of it, and it's really just Vince Neil out front going, like it's bad. Really
Oh,
bad.
that's too bad. That's a bummer.
Made me sad.
Show me Motley Crue and all those umlauts.
Nice.
Yeah, Motley Crue.
Nice. Better points, but lower down. Well, not
That's
that
right.
much better.
However, Scott has a control. So, Scott, you're going to be working with Quantum Feline, and you have control of Der Bordenheimer.
All right. The Bordenheimen is ours. Hey, Quantum Feline, what would you think would be the best choice at this juncture?
I'm not a huge hair metal guy, but I did grow up in the 80s. So, Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I've had.
Yeah, they crossed over a little bit into the 90s, but they still count. I think Guns N' Roses should be on there.
Sure. Guns N'
Hey,
Roses.
Brian, take us down to the Paradise City, won't you?
Will do.
Okay.
Guns Neuroses. Show me Guns Neuroses.
Yeah.
Yeah, number 5. That apostrophe always bothered me because the apostrophe should be around both sides of the N. Mm-hmm. It should be on both sides because you're taking away the A and the D, and the apostrophes are there to replace.
No, don't take away the
Toys
D.
Are Us.
Yeah. Yeah. Good point.
Yeah.
So
this way it's Guns N' Roses.
It's funny because that's a band I always think of as early 90s, but they were like kind of the last bastion of hair metal right before grunge took over. They were kind of like it. They were the final victims, really. Well, somehow Metallica went ahead and just kept going, which is great. Anyway, I'm going to throw out one that you can tell me if you like this one or not, but I used to really like Rat growing up, so how do you feel about Rat? They were definitely hair metal. You want to go Rat?
Yeah, give it a try. It might be one of the second half of the list, the high point one.
Yeah. So we'll do Rat with 2 T's, Brian.
All right. Boy, you guys went round and round on that one. Show me
round.
Rat.
Oh, come on. Really?
Number 11, just outside the top.
I'm going to say Rat wasn't as popular as...
Hey, whatever. That album cover hanging on my wall says different, all right? That girl was...
Still got it over there?
Yeah, it's still there. I still look at it every day.
Nice.
All right, Brian.
All right.
It's yours, buddy.
Brian, back to you.
Oh, I'm trying to figure out where the tadpole is with some of these guys. Poison was a perfect answer. I can't imagine anybody being above that.
Sure.
When I think of hair band, I think of White Snake.
Oh, sure.
Sure, why not?
Coverdale?
Dancing. Yeah, make it the girl on a car. It's great.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with
The
that.
height of the hair metal.
Here I go again.
Here you go again on the board. Show me White Snake.
Oh, come on.
Ooh.
All right, so they're not heading in that direction.
Like
12.
you guys are really
All
like
right.
picking just outside the top 10, which is impressive. But it won't get you any
Quantum
points.
Feline, you think I'm feeling Def Leppard for number 1? Am I crazy?
I
or
was
what?
just thinking of the animal,
that-
the animal trend to keep that going.
Yeah.
Rat, snake,
Sure.
leopard.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, let's
All right.
pour some sugar on me, baby. Let's
Yeah.
see if it's on there.
Yeah, let's try.
Come on, get it on like a red iPhone. Show me Def Leppard.
Red iPhone.
It is number 1.
It is a red
Hey.
iPhone.
Yeah,
They just,
that going. All
they
right.
just spell it differently. They don't spell it like Apple does. Yeah, number 1 answer, Def Leppard on the board.
Only 1
All right.
point
9.
worth on that one. It's great. Pour some sugar on me. Hey, Quantum Feline. Any other names?
What? Twisted Sister?
Oh, it's a good one.
There you go.
We're not going to take it. Let's do that one.
All right.
No, we're
I like,
not going
I
to
like
take
that
it.
woman, Twisted Sister. She does some good music. Show me Twisted Sister.
Yeah.
Yeah, number 6 on the board.
That makes me
now
think.
we're getting into the points.
That makes me think Quiet
Yeah.
Riot might be on here. How do you feel about Quiet Riot?
Yeah, go for it.
All right.
I'm almost tapped out, so.
All right, let's do Quiet Riot. The riot
All right.
that is quiet.
Let's see if mental health will drive you mad. Show me Quiet Riot.
Oh, boo.
Oh.
No, number 23 on the list.
Number
Quiet Riot.
dur.
That's how low it is. Many
Right.
All right.
Brian.
Still, 5 answers on the board for you, Brian.
I'm just not sure what these people are thinking, but I'm gonna say Cinderella.
Cinderella.
Oh, I loved Cinderella.
Yeah,
for
since
a
we're
hot minute.
already doing the other, since we're doing Twisted Sister, might as well do Cinderella.
Yeah.
Oh, she was great too. All right, show me
Yeah.
Cinderella.
No, come on.
Cinderella at least 16 on the list, a little bit above Quiet Riot. but
Wow.
barely.
That's about
By the way,
where
I have
they
a Quiet
belong.
Riot album that's mislabeled that actually has Barbra Streisand Memories on the label on the actual vinyl.
Oh.
On one side, and the regular Quiet Riot label on the other side.
I just remember my mom being concerned about that band because she thought they were saying girls F your boys, which they may have said once instead of girls rock your boys.
Would it surprise you to learn, by the way, that Come On Feel the Noise is a cover of a song by the band Slade, who you know from other things. Yeah.
I had no idea. Their biggest hit is a cover. Gosh,
their biggest hit is a cover. A lot of bands' biggest hits are covers, sadly.
All right. I feel like we need to give. Who's giving the dog a bone? I can't think of the name of the band all of a sudden. Judas Priest. Judas Priest. I want Judas Priest. Damn it.
Oh, Judas Priest. Sure. Breaking the law. Show me
the law.
Judas Priest.
Oh my gosh.
Third strike. So, wow, it comes down to this. If Brian gets any two of, well, no, it's not even any two of these. Any two of these either ties or wins. But the only one that he could get on its own to tie would be number 10.
All right.
Yeah.
Since I'm 3 strikes out, I'm looking at the chat, and I got a question.
Oh, by the way, to answer your Judas Priest.
They're on there, right? Got to be on there.
They are, one person said Judas Priest, so tied for 39th place.
So now that we've got our 3 strikes, I was looking at the chat. They're all saying Judas Priest isn't a hair band. What is the definition of a hair band? Because the rest of the band, except for Halpert, had long, puffy, stupid hair.
Sure.
So doesn't that count? But I mean,
here's the thing: it doesn't matter whether the band is heavy metal,
right? Whether it's
or
correct
hair metal
or
or
not.
It's what the tag
Exactly.
says.
Yeah, good point.
And that's what I was confused about because I don't usually consider Guns N' Roses hair metal band.
I
but
would.
I guess
I'd say
is.
that they started out in hair metal, and then moved.
Well,
on.
yeah, they started there, but I don't know. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I forgot about the chat room. I'm gonna call a friend. I'm gonna go with.
I don't think that's an option, but go ahead.
Oh, Van Halen. That's a good one. Van Halen.
All right, sure.
Yeah.
Right now, let's see if Van Halen's on the list.
Beep.
Show me Van Halen.
Oh, they're in there.
Yeah, number 7. Lately, when I've been lifting, I have a couple different playlists I'm bouncing around to, and one of them is a playlist that's just basically heavy metal or hair metal that is not on the heavier edge, right? Just like, this is some good, upbeat music. But for whatever reason, the song I picked to start with is Panama. And I was great. That's a great song, but maybe not one that's appropriate when you're talking about a driver in the car who's reaching down between his legs to grab the gear shift and ease his seat back. And yeah,
that part's creepy. That's always been creepy to me. I don't like it.
It's a little creepy, yeah.
Yeah, reach the
Anyway,
seat.
all right, so the score is a differential of 3 points, and there's 4 answers on the board.
Remember, Dunaway, your goal here is to clear this board so we can send him home.
You can either
exactly.
I've done either get nothing or get everything right now. It's your choice.
Yeah, right now. I'm gonna go rocking some Dokken. How about some Dokken?
Sure.
Whoa.
The Dokken.
That's a deep cut. Okay.
Led by Chad Dokken. No, what was the guy's first name?
Mr. Dokken.
Mr.
Dokken.
Mr. Dokken was my dad's name. But they did didn't they do the Dream Warriors for the
for the Nightmare on Elm Street movie?
Yeah.
Dokken.
It was Don Dokken? Okay, yeah. Hi, I'm Don Dokken.
Hello, I'm Don Dokken.
Oh, hi. Let's rock out.
What's it going to take me to put you into a nice Mitsubishi Eclipse?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. It sounds like some guy trying to sell me stuff. I don't like it. Anyway.
All right, show me Dokken. No!
Oh,
Congratulations,
man.
Quantum Feline, you win. Dokken number 19 on the list.
Yeah.
Let's go through the rest of these, and we can talk about how that's not hair metal. Although this first one I would say, it's coming. This one I'd say totally hair metal. And one of the few on this list that is actually still putting out albums, albeit garbage, but still putting out albums today. Show me number 3.
Oh,
Bon Jovi.
Oh, duh. Yeah.
Oh, Bon Jovi, of course, Bon Jovi.
Yeah, that would have been.
Yes.
Slippery When Wet is like
Yes.
an anthem era hair metal thing, hair band thing.
Really
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
No doubt.
Don't listen to his current stuff. It's just,
Is it bad?
it's bad.
Yeah.
Number 8, definitely not hair metal, but what does the Tadpool know? Show me number 8. You mentioned Metallica.
I thought about saying them. The problem is they had a run where the hair was like it, but the music was never that. So
if you look at their
Still, they're more 90s
first
too.
album concert footage, they would fit into that hair metal.
Yeah.
I mean, I
style
guess they
and look.
found, in terms of era,
everything was hair metal for a while.
that band founded themselves in
It
what,
seemed.
81 or something, so they fit the decade.
Yeah.
But,
Oh, really?
Yeah, they fit the decade. Yeah.
but they were strong in the
I
90s
think
too.
thrash is the way we want to go here.
Load and Reloaded were really good. I like their newer stuff too. You know what? I'll also say this for Judas Priest. Their last couple albums, not bad. It's pretty
Really?
good. Yeah,
Okay.
they still make new stuff. It's good. I don't know if it's just
all right,
because Halpert came out gay and just said, "Hey, I'm gay," and now he's more loose or something. But the music's really good. Anyway,
Oh yeah, look at that! Look at that old picture of
Just like my colon.
Metallica right there, 1983 Metallica.
yeah.
Come
Oh,
on,
yeah.
tell me that they wouldn't fit right in. I guess none of it is teased or
Right.
or
we might as well
bleached.
just pull. Yeah.
Is that Dave Mustaine? No. Who's the guy on the far end?
That's the reason why they get rid of him.
Oh,
Looks
he
much
died.
like,
Yeah, no, this guy's the one that's not Mustaine. That's the guy that died
That
in
was-
the accident, right?
Yes.
So I guess
Cliff
Megadeth
Burton.
is on this
Cliff Burton.
hair metal band too. Then, huh?
Yeah. No
All right,
kidding.
show me number 9 and let the arguments commence. Kiss.
Yes. What?
Yeah.
They're
yeah, they
70s.
were-
Their big
Right.
era was the 70s. They tried to take off their makeup and lick
They did.
it up
Yeah.
and all that. I get it. I went to that
They
concert,
were
but
glam metal at the beginning,
I
and
can see it.
then a little
Yeah.
bit of hair metal, and then also kind of.
But your
crap near the
favorites?
end.
no, their late music garbage.
Yeah, it really is.
Terrible.
All right, and the last one again from the same era, or should I say the same arrow?
Aerosmith,
number 10.
come on.
Yeah.
Definitely
Yeah.
not. Well, all right. Again, started out in
In
just
the 80s.
straight up rock and blues blues metal. But yeah, then
So
developed
if
into
you
like-
had long hair and was making sort of metal music, that got you in there, huh?
I guess
think
so.
Yeah, if at any point in your career you put out a hair metal style song,
I'm surprised nobody
and
said.
I'd argue that "Love in an Elevator" could have been a Poison song. It could have been a Def Leppard song. It just happened to be an Aerosmith
See, I
song.
don't really think of Def Leppard as hair. I think of Poison as the absolute top of the
Yeah.
hair metal.
Oh, I think Def Leppard again. They're the British wave of metal,
Yeah.
prior to Hypothermia or whatever that album was, Hysteria,
Hypothermia.
Diphtheria, but prior
man.
to
Listeria, whatever it was. Yeah,
Mysterio, whatever that album was.
those guys are great, but they were very melodic, and that I think that put them in the hair category. I mean, I still hold them in higher regard than most hair bands, but
That is, Mr. I'm Stuck, the new wave of British heavy metal, correct, NWBHM. Some other ones on the list that didn't make the cut, AC/DC, Scorpions,
Ooh.
Warrant. Okay, Warrant fits.
okay,
Warrant
Warrant. Yeah.
nailed it.
Skid Row also fits.
Yeah.
Iron Maiden definitely not, but it's on the list. Megadeth did hit the list with 6 people saying Megadeth, putting it number 20. Stryper, Pantera, Europe,
there you go.
absolutely. Styx, Heart. Then it kind of, here's where it's going off the rails. Styx, Heart, Journey, Night Ranger.
Wow.
Night Ranger, love it.
Then the train gets righted back with Wasp and Winger.
Oh yeah,
And then
Wasp,
again
yeah.
off the rails with Alice Cooper, Dio, Flock of Seagulls, Led Zeppelin, Queen,
Flock of
Spinal Tap.
Seagulls.
Spinal Tap, a fake band. Yep, that fits. That's great.
Then we get into stuff like, Bangles, Boston, Cheap Trick, Duran Duran, Elton John, Faster Pussycat, Firehouse, Foreigner, Hall & Oates, In Excess, Meatloaf.
We're definitely not a metal band. That's how that song goes.
No, definitely lots of Lots of, we're definitely not metal. So,
well, that was fun. But the important part here is the important part, which is this right here.
Congratulations. You're a winner.
You've won the prizes
Thank
that
you.
Brian mentioned. Now, here's the deal. If you want the Battleground stuff, cool, you'll get it. You send Brian an email, coverville@gmail.com. During that exchange, if you say, hey, anything else you got? Brian will dig around for codes you'd prefer. Whatever you want. The world's your oyster, man. How do you feel, Quantum Feline,
Okay.
about your win?
Sounds good.
Yeah? You're happy about that?
Yeah, just email me and say into WWE or not into WWE, and if you're not, then I will pick the next 2 games on the list and give you those.
Awesome. Well,
Yeah.
It
Just tell us
is
what you're
it is a
into.
door number 3. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go down the list and find specific games for you. If you're, this is Monty Hall business. If you don't want what's in front of the recently opened door number 1, you automatically
You got a
get door number
donkey.
2.
yeah.
That's
You've
right.
been
Right.
warned about the Monty
You're
Hall
getting a
business
donkey.
before, so good luck. Thanks for playing. It was great having you on. Hey, Dunaway. That rhymes with Faye
Hey,
Dunaway.
Scott.
Yesterday, you and I
It
sat
doesn't
down.
rhyme with it. It's the same words.
It's the same words. We sat down and talked all about the historic games in the Monkey Island series on Play Retro at frogpants.com/playretro. It was way fun. I had a blast on that episode. If you're got a hankering for the old point-and-click adventures of the early 90s up through the aughts, hot damn, good news. That's what exists. And also, their new game is real good, too. So you'll find happy warm place to put your head.
Happy warm place. And if you're not into that, you can also just fast forward to the part where we play Guess Our Game. It's always fun both of us failed this week in trying to guess each other's game clip.
No,
It
we
was
did
rough.
terrible. It was a rough one, but you remembered at least what your
Yeah.
clip was supposed to be, so that was a step up.
That was fancy.
Yeah, you did a real good job there. Hey, Dunaway, kiss our butts. Okay, he can't even reply because I deleted
Kiss our
him.
butts and you can't say nothing.
No, can't say shit. All right. Let's do some quick news here. Got to catch people up on the goings on in the world, and we'll do that by pressing this button here. It's time for the news, and it's brought to you by...
Now live on Kickstarter until the end of the month, which is Friday. Lycan, Solomon's Odyssey, Chapter 2, a beautifully illustrated 72-page graphic novel continuing the story of the world's first werewolf. The book delves into ancient Arabic folklore, mythology, and horrifying monsters, while also touching on themes of PTSD, grief, and opening the world up to magic. Please check it out and share it with others by going to Lycanbook, LYCANBOOK book.com. That's lycanbook.com.
Hey, did you see that? You probably saw the Deadpool teaser.
I did. Both, I guess it really is the definition of a teaser, right? The one with Ryan Reynolds talking about, and then did you see the follow-up with Hugh Jackman sitting next to him on the couch?
Yeah, I saw that as well. Both of these I just happened to catch on Jackman's Twitter account, is where he was posting these things.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And I got questions like, is it a time travel-y business? What are we doing there with Hugh Jackman as
How so?
Wolverine? I don't know.
'Cause,
Like he's dead in the future. He's Logan.
They explain that in number 2. Logan takes place in 2029.
Yeah. So what is... Okay, fair enough. But so what does that mean? He's just been in hiding and he's going to look the same age or older now because Logan was almost 10 years ago? Like I don't know what to...
Have you seen, well, I mean, I'll de-age him a little bit. Have you seen Doctor Strange yet in the
Yes,
multiverse?
I did.
Okay.
Did they make
So-
some mention of that?
No, but if the guy you see in, I guess it's you see him in the trailer. If you see Professor X in the multiverse, then I'm guessing that's how Wolverine
good
is going
point.
to exist
Yeah.
because they won't.
So it's alternate. It's another.
I think
Earth.
it's going to be another little universe hopping thing. That said, a recent TV show had a close up of a recent MCU TV show had a close up of a newspaper headline. Or I guess it was a newspaper headline. Then off to the side it says "Man in bar brawl with claws."
Really.
And so, yeah.
And when's the last time we saw him? Didn't we see him briefly in Deadpool 2 or something?
Sort of in the end, yeah, the stinger. But that wasn't that Ryan Reynolds going back and fixing the Wolverine Origins
right.
movie?
Right. Nope, you're right. That's what that was. That was them screwing around. Well, I'm excited. I mean,
I am too. Hey, I don't care. Like, again, this puts him and mutants firmly into the MCU camp, which means, all right, we're opening up the storylines to have all this other stuff that can happen in there.
Yeah, and it's 2024, so you got a little ways to wait, but it's coming. Well, here's some news that'll make you wrinkle up and fall over. World's oldest bodybuilder, age 90, posed nude. Is same age that Gavin McLeod died. Was it this age?
Sure.
Posed nude for Men's Health. His quote is, "People seem to be inspired by me," he says.
Speaking of wrinkling up and falling over.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. At 90, Jim Arrington, is the world's oldest bodybuilder. But if you ask him, he's only just getting started. He was given the title oldest male bodybuilder by the Guinness Book of World Records in 2018. Recently stripped down in a photo shoot for Men's Health to prove that everybody, no matter what age, is perfect. Everybody.
He's only just begun.
Yeah, that's right. 90's just the beginning.
Well, good. Okay, good for him.
Yeah.
But I mean, are there buyers of Men's Health who want to see? I'm guessing it's Men's Health. It's not going to be like, look at my penis and sack. I'm sure it's going to be like a, strategically placed barbell or something.
Look at my penis and ball sack.
Exactly. I mean, that's what I'm guessing is that.
I'm showing a photo of him now to the chat. I hope we all look this.
I know.
Good at 90.
Seriously, I'd be fine if I looked like this now.
Yeah. It's a pretty, you might look at that and go, oh, I don't want to see that. Well, look, we're all heading there.
Yeah, there's the nude photo.
Oh, should I even click this? I don't dare.
Well, no, it's the
Is it tasteful?
If you scroll down on that page, so there's the full color photo where he's wearing the little briefs.
Yeah.
With the number 8. And then you scroll down a little bit. So maybe it's just not showing you his the little Instagram.
No, I see it. I'm just saying, do I want to show the chat this? I don't want a wiener. Am I going to get a wiener?
There's no wiener.
Okay.
No. Oh,
there
so
you
you don't see it. Okay, it automatically shows up on my page. But yeah, pull it up because I have a question. And I think you're going to ask that same question once you see this.
All right, I'm looking. All right, what are you going to... You ask first because let me see if we're even in the ballpark here.
What is the ballpark? What's that lump back there?
That little hanging bit right there?
Yeah.
That's what I was wondering.
What's going on there?
No, that could be a little saggy bum. It could be this guy's got a huge taint now. I don't
It's an awfully it's in a weird place for anything to be.
It is a little odd. It's a little bit of a weird
yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to assume
I'm sure
anything.
their touch-up artist probably could have just said, lasso, boink, that's gone.
Yeah. He's in good shape, though, this guy, for his age. Like, I don't know any 90-year-olds that are that ripped. Jeez Louise.
No, that guy could wad me up into a ball and toss me through a basketball hoop.
Is this him? Let's see. Oh, I thought this was another picture of him working out. It's not. Well, interesting. I mean, look, if I look like that and I was 90, fine. Whatever. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
I think the black and white is better than this color one. The color one makes me feel like things are wrong.
Oh, I guess Gwyneth Paltrow also did a nude photo shoot for her 50th birthday, which was a couple days ago.
Also for Men's Health?
Looks like this is for Glamour.
Oh,
maybe
that would make more sense.
Or no, I just posted it to her her Instagram page.
Nice. Is she talking about the future?
I'd be happy if I looked like this too.
Yeah.
To be honest.
She have a new vagina candle to sell? No.
She spray painted herself gold, but not all of her.
Oh. Well, all right then.
Yeah, it's like she ran out of spray paint about 3/4 of the way through, but
spray paint's not easy to get.
Yeah.
I feel you. Oh yeah, here he is. Ooh, jeez. Is this photo that Captain Kipper posted? Is this the same guy? Here, chat, look. Is that the same dude? He's all bronzed up. I don't know if that's the same old guy. It might be a different old guy.
Based on the face, I'd say that's probably him.
Is that him?
Yeah.
Okay. They cream tan him up and he goes out and competes.
Yeah.
All right.
I think so.
Well,
yeah.
good job, old guy. You did it. You did it there, buddy. And he's not so grossly ripped. It's just sort of like normal ripped, you know? Like he's just
exactly.
shape.
Like it's healthy. It's like a healthy amount of muscle and tone.
Yeah.
There's like zero body fat on that dude.
No. Lots of chicken skin though.
Yeah. Well, yeah. There's nothing you can do about that.
Nope. All right. Here's a fun one. I don't know if you heard about this. So this Hans Niemann guy.
Yeah, I did.
You did hear about this. So
the chess world rocked.
The chess world was
scandal.
Rocked. Supposedly, this guy Dunaway hates this story. If he's still listening, he's probably tuning out.
Oh, really? Why does he hate it?
I don't know. He just hates it. He wouldn't say. But this guy supposedly is being accused of cheating, and how he cheated was he had a butt plug, and somebody somewhere was doing remote when it would be the right moves
basically
or something.
Is what those are referred to in the magic.
Gotcha.
Industry, right? Like you have somebody in the audience who can see what the volunteer is holding up or what they've drawn, and then as the magician is going, okay, well, it could be a rabbit, it could be this, and then when they say the right thing, the person goes beep, beep, and the thumper goes. Usually it's in a pocket or something, not
not usually up your hoo-ha. Exactly.
Inserted into the rectum.
But I don't understand how this helps you in chess. That part I don't get.
You have somebody with doing computer chess, like basically figuring out every possible move, and then as you're putting your hand over the correct piece to move, the person on the other side is going bzz, bzz.
So, all right, so they probably have some kind of code where it's like
maybe it's one buzz for pawn, two buzzes for rook,
or another extra buzz if it's left or right, if you're going to take the pawn and kill this guy or that guy.
Oh God, yeah, right. No kidding. Which pawn? Like there's.
But that means he had to sit and plan with some friend of his with a freaking doodah up his ho-ho, and he's buzzing it for this. That's the weirdest freak. If that's true, like it's all just an allegation right now, right? Like there's nothing.
It's all
just
proved. Allegations. Yeah, exactly. It's probably somebody saying, I shouldn't have lost that. I want to redo it, and I want him to be naked.
Well, so here's the deal. A cam site, they got these cams and the people and the naked
site.
and
only,
they pay for
only
it.
chess fans? Is that what it's going to be on?
Only chess fans. They've offered Hans Niemann $1 million to play chess nude to prove he didn't cheat. I don't know if I want to see this ever.
No.
It's a popular cam site.
Seriously, what? If the question is whether or not he's using a butt plug, does that mean that while he's playing, like, are there going to be a bunch of cameras on him from all different angles?
The worst angles possible.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think they're going to have to, or else what's the point of this? It's Strip Chat is the name of the webcam site. They have 400 million viewers. I don't know what that means. They don't break down what that means, but I assume that's a lot. They said in a letter they congratulate him for his victory and extended sympathies for all the accusations of cheating. Let's see. Congratulations on your victory as world's #1 Magnus Carlsen. What does that mean? That world #1 is that a thing in chess?
Magnus Carlsen is the guy he played against.
Oh, he played against him.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yes.
I thought it was a name you got.
Congratulations on your victory against, world #1, Magnus Carlsen is where they probably should have put commas.
Good
job,
job,
should
Vice.
Put some punctuation.
Vice wants me to take them seriously. Are they kidding me? Jeez.
Yeah, Vice, come on. Although they're recapping a letter, so
that's
they
true.
could do the what is it? If they insert punctuation to make it easier for the reader, they don't they have to put something that says we edited this a little bit?
Yeah, I think they have to say this. Yeah, you could say edited for punctuation or edited for spelling or
something
whatever.
like that, or put brackets around the commas or something like that. Yeah.
What is it when? I guess I've never truly understood this. When they put a little parentheses, sick, close parentheses.
Yeah, that means that they left it as it was. So if somebody said, "You guys are all morons," then they'd put SIC to show that we left the spelling just as they wrote it to show you how dumb they are.
So what does that stand for?
Spelling
included,
interpreted. What is it? It's like don't know what SIC stands for, but it's something like
I've never heard. I don't know.
Sans improvement. Correction, sans improvement.
Sans improvement correction.
Yeah. I was thinking of spelling is correct, but I don't think that's. Oh, it's thusly in Latin, so it's not an abbreviation or it's not an acronym. It's just.
Oh.
In Latin, SIC is thusly.
So if anyone everyone saw your cool bike, they'd go, dude, your bike is sick. And they're just saying it's thusly. That's what they're saying.
Yeah, they're saying your bike is thusly, man.
That's
thusly.
Fantastic. Well, anyway, I don't think he's going to take this deal, but...
no, I don't think so either.
Yeah.
The irony is that most chess pieces are shaped like butt plugs.
Yeah, no kidding. By the way, this is how... So they claimed it was wireless vibrating anal beads connected to an AI that would vibrate to tell him to move what moves to do in play, and just one of the many theories circulating around the victory that happened in St. Louis 2 weeks ago. So nobody's really sure why this is even a... Like, if they're going to make this kind of accusation, you better have freaking proof of that, because that's weird. That's a hard one, you know?
It really is. Yeah, exactly.
It's one thing to say you had a plant in the audience, or you had, I don't know, some other way of cheating. You can, and then bring some proof, but what are you going to do here? We think you used a butt plug. Oh, really? Prove it. Gotta go. Like, they're just not going to say anything? Lame.
This has to be the worst example of someone accusing someone else of cheating without any sort of proof or evidence since, I don't know, a year ago.
Yeah. Yeah, that happens.
Yeah.
Final story here before we take our break. American Airlines is trying to explain creepy moaning sounds that was heard over the plane's PA system. And this messed them up because they couldn't go anywhere because they couldn't figure out what the heck was going on. But they say a mechanical issue was ultimately responsible for what they said were moaning sounds from the plane's public announcement system during a flight from L.A. to Dallas. A viral video
the
posted.
Pilot wasn't playing Panama up in the cockpit?
No, that we know of. I'm going to actually see if there's an audio version of this.
Reach down and grab the flight stick between my legs, ease my seat back.
Let's see. Here's the video. Let's see if we can hear this. The moaning. I don't know if it's going to work or not. How is that machinery and not a person?
That first one sounds like it could be a very very like stuck cog getting moved. Let's hear it again.
All right, here's more. I'll just keep playing it.
Someone on this flight seems to have broken into the intercom system.
Hold on.
It's a prank, yeah.
Here, let's do the first one.
Yeah, see that sounds like it could be like a gear that's being moved back that's stuck. That's actually the sound that the dude in our first story, the world's oldest bodybuilder, makes when he lifts a dumbbell.
He lifts one of his arms up and shows it to us.
That's right. Exactly.
All right. Well, I'm glad they figured it out. We're going to take a break. When we come back, Tom Merritt will be here. He's got some tech to talk about. It's always fun on a Wednesday. Got Recomentals after that, so stick around after this song from Brian Ibbett.
All right, so this is an alt rock band. They're called Rare Hearts, and it's the work of Mexican-American singer-songwriter Joe Rojas. This is a track that's coming from, or that's released early from his debut EP, which is going to be coming later this year. Big thanks to Earshot Media for sending this over to me, and My Grito Industries is a label. I listened to this, and the first thing I thought of was like, oh, this has like a very cool Muse feel to it. They also compare it to Weezer, Superdrag, Not a Surf, Fountains of Wayne. But there's also a music video that is very Fight Club inspired for the song. Here is the band, or the artist, who goes under the name Rare Hearts, and the song Tough Guy.
Well, apparently Pontiac has all the latest developments of automotive engineering. Absolutely. That is why Pontiac is today the chief of values.
She's only your girl because she ain't had a taste of the Duke yet. This is the Morning Stream.
All right, we have returned. Hey, remind me, who was that again?
Yeah, that was Rare Hearts and a song called Tough Guy from his debut album, which will be coming out, or I'm sorry, debut EP, which will be coming out later this year. Make sure to go to YouTube and check out the official music video, which is very Fight Club-esque.
Nice. I like Fight Club.
I haven't used esque in a while, so it's
I haven't either. It's time to
esque.
dust that off and use it. Nothing wrong with that. Check this out.
With the computer, as with any tool, the concept and direction must come from the man.
That man is Tom Merritt. He joins us on Wednesdays to talk about the goings-on in the tech world so he can do a rad show about it later in the day called The Daily Tech News Show. Hello, Tom Merritt. How are you?
Only possible with your help today, Scott.
Yeah, only possible with the Johnson is how I like to say it.
That's right. We don't have a Johnson in our show.
No. If you don't have that, what do you have? Like a Justin or a,
have
lame.
somebody else. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, just someone else. Someone else shows up. Hey, I'm looking forward to it, of course. But what's brewing out there is probably something popping off today.
Amazon just beginning their big product announcement as we record. So we will be talking about whatever they announce. A drone that reads your mind and then delivers you products before you know you want them. Who knows? Who knows what they'll have?
Wow.
That's going to be in DTNS this afternoon by the time you show up. But to get a little insight into what they might announce, now for most people listening to this later, you already know, but I went to Character.ai. Have you heard of Character?
I have not heard of Character.ai. Please tell me more about this.
It is one of these large language model driven sites. In this one, it's not making images. It is creating chatbots based on a personality.
Okay.
You can put in a name and a short description, give it some relevant details, and it will construct a chatbot around that person. Now, that person could be fictional. It could be real. They're very good at making a point up top that the chatbots will tell you lies. They are not going to be accurate. They may be offensive. So, they're very clear up front. Like the safeties are off on this thing. But for instance, Ars Technica had an interview with the Linux operating system. They created a character called the Linux operating system and then talked to it. And published an interview.
Interesting. So I'm logged in now. I decided to just get in here while you were talking about it.
So I created me.
Yeah. Like your own personality?
I've been chatting with Tom Merritt. Apparently, Tom Merritt AI has 2 kids.
Okay.
One of them is named Theo and is on a rewatch of Modern Family.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
But I asked Tom Merritt, what do you think Amazon will announce today? And Tom Merritt said, yeah, they're having a big hardware launch. What I've been getting from rumor sites is there will be 2 new Amazon Echoes, a new Fire tablet, a new smart thermostat, and a home security camera that is integrated into the Ring security system.
Whoa, really?
Whoa.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, those are going to be wrong.
Yeah, but still,
I wonder if some of it'll be right, though. What if a large percentage?
They already announced the Fire tablets.
Yeah.
I doubt we get 2 new Amazon Echoes, although I'll go 50-50 on that one. A smart thermostat. Yeah, sure. Okay. Home security camera integrated into Ring security system. These are the boring things. They already announced a Fire tablet, so the things it's going to be wrong. These other things are the obvious ones. It's not giving me the drone that follows you around in your house style stuff that Amazon is famous for.
Sure, good point. And there probably will be more of that kind of crap. Didn't they show the robot last time? The little follow you around.
Yeah, they had the drone. They had the robot. That followed
the
you
drone,
around.
the drone camera thing that would just basically patrol your house.
Yep, while you were gone.
Do you know anyone who ended up getting that? I'm super curious about how that.
I wanted to get that, but I wasn't serious enough to pursue it doggedly. And if they did email me that it was available, I never got the email.
I'm just really curious. Brian, is that something you'd do? Would you let a drone follow you around and check your house out and do all the security?
I would.
stuff?
Oh, it totally would. When I'm out on if Tina and I are both traveling somewhere and we don't have the kids coming over to house sit for us, that kind of would be really cool. As a matter of fact, it'd be great if I could use it to let the dog out, and then I'd be okay leaving the dog at home when.
Oh yeah, you really want to impress me? Have it walk the dog. Go out there with a leash hanging from
exactly.
it. Yeah,
tied to the drone. Just drag the dog.
Totally.
That's the future.
Is there anything else you would like me to ask Tom Merritt? The chatbot?
Yeah, I would actually. Let's see. Ask Tom Merritt. Oh, you know what? Ask him. What state are you from, Tom Merritt? I want to see if it knows.
All right. Scott wants to know what state you are from.
Yeah. So you're just asking it in natural language, right? You're not doing anything weird.
I grew up in Illinois in a town called Greenville.
Oh my gosh. This is correct.
Then I moved to LA about 16 years ago.
Uh-huh.
It's not right. And I settled down in a house, and I'm pretty much a homebody now with 2 kids. So I never
Oh, surprise.
Now we're veering into weird land. Yeah. That's crazy though, the first part. I don't know why. I guess we all know that about you. That's not hard information to have, but
yeah, that could come from the Wikipedia article. And then knowing I moved in LA, I probably just made up a time.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't know any of the other things that happened to me.
Ask it what let's see here.
Yeah.
What that's a weird one, but say what will you be known for long after you're gone? It's a weird esoteric question, but I want to ask it. What will Tom Merritt be known for?
I guess that doesn't matter.
Do it all in caps.
What will you be known for long after you're gone?
Tell us now, damn it.
AI Tom Merritt says, I want to be a good dad and husband. There are so many people in my life that mean the world to me. I want to be the best friend and most supportive partner I possibly can, and most importantly, give my kids the tools I never had to be their own kind of successful. That's the best thing I could leave behind. Man, he's running for office.
Wow. All right. Okay. Well, I can't wait to meet these fictitious kids of yours. That'll be fun.
The new Coverville chatbot says, I said, hey, Coverville, what's your favorite song? The first cover song I performed live. So I didn't even ask what's your favorite cover song. It says, the first cover song I performed live was The Final Countdown by Europe. And I like that a lot because it just hit in so many different ways. But overall, I would say The Scientist by Coldplay.
Oh, wow.
The Scientist by Coldplay.
It's a weird, like, okay.
What's you know what? What's your favorite song, Tom Merritt? I would like to know that too. These things are built on a very small paragraph. We should let people know. But they, so they really have to extrapolate a lot, and they're not working from a lot of information. But apparently, AI Tom Merritt's 3 favorite songs, because he has so many, are "Don't Stop Believing" by Journey, "Take on Me" by Aha, and "The One" by Elton John.
Wow.
Oh, that's an interesting poll. Wow.
You have a broad taste in music, Tom. That's fantastic.
I told Coverville I said, tell me more about yourself. And Coverville bot said, well, I'm originally from Germany and made my first performances there in bars in my hometown of Bremen. But I fell in love with a French girl who was an exchange student, and I decided to follow her to France as a musician. Been here for 10 years and love it.
Wow.
What if we're not talking to an AI? What if we're communicating to an alternate Earth?
Now we're talking. I like this. Yeah,
this is good. Yeah, this is good. By the way, I did the same thing for Scott Johnson.
Send nude pics.
Yeah, send nudes. I said, where are you from, Scott Johnson? He says, I hail from the land of giant prawns, the land of giant prawns called Australia. Come on, man. There's so many Scott Johnsons. That's the problem. There's some guy, and there's like a rugby coach over there or something. I've been all around the world. Oh, this is the other thing it's good at. It's good at saying things that are boilerplate, like, you really want to make sure your friends are happy. And, well, of course you do. Everybody does.
I want to be the most supportive person I can.
Yeah. Right. No one who's saying they don't want to be that. Nobody is the answer.
Ooh, creepy. Do you like the Spice Girls? I've been a Spice Girls fan since the 90s. Their music was everywhere when I was in school, and I absolutely loved it back then. I still like it as a guilty pleasure.
Yeah. You Germans with your love of the Spice Girls.
Yeah.
Spice Girls and French women.
Yeah.
Whew. That's, gosh, they nailed you to a T.
They kind of did, yeah.
Character.ai for everybody at home listening who want to try this out. It's pretty easy. It's open to all signups, so there's no, you don't have to get brought in or something. I find this sort of stuff fascinating, even though it's all kind of busted. I still think it's really interesting and also kind of annoying.
We'll be talking about the fact that OpenAI is opening up the DALL-E text-to-image generator to everybody today.
That's good.
So if you've been waiting for that and wanted to play around with that, it's one of the better ones, and so that one's available. And apparently, AI Tom Merritt is a Pisces.
Oh my!
Oh, interesting.
Wow. Yeah. Oh, here it is. Sign up, DALL-E 2. You can sign up now. No more begging to have an account. They'll just let you in.
No more waiting for the invite. Just get on in there.
Sweet.
Make some images of German Brian Ibbett hanging out with Pisces Tom Merritt.
Yep.
That's right. Exactly.
I like German. I like that a lot.
Let's see. My Coverville bot, my zodiac sign. I hope you won't judge me now, but I'm a Libra, but with Scorpio moon and Leo rising.
Wow, really detailed.
Really detailed, yeah.
Wow. These are things we didn't know about you prior to this, so this is great.
Oh, well, tell me about the French girl.
Paint me like one.
Draw me like your French girl.
Wow. Well, this is fantastic. And also, thanks for the news about Dolly, too. I've been wanting to try it out, and now it's finally available to everybody. Tom Merritt, anything else you're doing on the side you want to mention? I've been loving your show. It's very
let
good.
me ask, what do you do on the side? We'll see. What Tom Merritt does. I have a few different interests. I write fiction. I collect music.
Oh.
I play bass guitar. I do a fair amount of gaming. I work out. I meditate. Wow, it just keeps going. I love food and cooking, so I enjoy going out to try new dishes or making them at home. I'm just a regular dude who likes art.
Wow.
Also, I have a podcast, and it finally stopped.
I have a podcast.
Wow.
That's amazing. All right. I love everything
if you
about
would like to hear that podcast, head to A Word with Tom Merritt at awordpodcast.com. awordpodcast.com. I sat down with Howard Mortman from C-SPAN last week, and we talked about transparency. It was a really, really good conversation just about what transparency means, why C-SPAN does what it does, and just sort of trying to be hands-off and bring you what the government is doing without commentary. And Howard's just one of the nicest people in the world. So you're going to enjoy this. Go check that out. And then coming up later this week, it's a solo Word with Tom Merritt, just me talking about a metaphor that I discovered for government and how we think about government. That and all the back episodes with Ibit and Mallory O'Mara and everything at awordpodcast.com.
Go get it. It's great stuff. Tom Merritt, everybody. I will see you a little bit later at 2 p.m. Mountain, everybody. Not 2:30, okay? I didn't F it up this time. And it'll be great. I'm looking forward to it. Have a fantastic week, and we'll see you next Wednesday.
Bye.
Bye now.
Bye.
By the way, there's no video of Tom today because he was he's watching that Amazon thing, and I get it. You don't want to have your audio.
Don't want to mess things up for sure.
He's got to watch that stuff.
I asked my bot if he has a podcast. He says yes. Since the beginning of 2022, I'm hosting a weekly podcast about cover songs called Cover Stories Podcast. I'm trying to get new perspectives on well-known songs by interviewing musicians who made a cover version of exactly this song by letting them express their musical journey.
Wow. So you are since 2022. You say, wow.
Since 2022, it's a whole 8-9 months.
Yeah, don't let anybody know. Don't ever tell anyone. Oh, you have to pay credits to keep generating images on Dolly 2. This is how they make their money.
Oh, really?
You have 10 credits left. 15 free credits. Let's see. Every month you get 15 credits to just search whatever you want. But if you want to do more, you got to buy them.
Of course you do.
Lame. All right.
Lame.
We are going to add the folks to the call that do the Recomentals.
Yeah. It'd be Randy and Nicole.
Yeah.
Nicole, hopefully back from her car thing.
Oh, she had a car thing? I didn't hear.
She had a car thing. Let's see. She said, sending car service here, waiting for my car to be fixed. Should be on the call, but just giving a heads up just in case.
Oh, no worry. Well, I hope
see if we get it.
We'll find out now. Oh, there she is. Hey, Nicole, how'd the car thing go? Everything good?
It's sort of fixed.
Yeah?
Oh, that's great.
Man.
It had a recall, and they had to order parts. But it's not a big deal because it was floor mats.
Oh, it's floor mats. Yeah, who cares about floor mats? We don't need those.
Recall those floor mats. They could floor mats could reach up and grab your legs at any time without notice.
So,
That's right.
They seem fine, but what do I know?
What does anyone know? Hey, Randy, what do you know about floor mats? How you doing? What's going on?
What I want someone to do is make a character AI called Randy Deluxe, all one name, no space between Randy Deluxe, and then ask it about what it did last night. Because the real Randy Deluxe stayed up very late watching Taylor Hawkins Part 2. Oh my gosh, guys. 53 songs. They performed 53 songs last night.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that playlist, Iceworm sent me a link to it, man. Incredible. And if they release this thing, if they actually put out an album, which I hope they do, and give the proceeds to some great charity, then it's going to be some great material for
There was an
show.
80s section that was it was unbelievable. It was 2 Van Halen songs, then Def Leppard came out. They played 2 Def Leppard songs. Miley Cyrus sang one of them. Then Motley Crue came out and they played 2 Motley Crue songs. And then Elliot Easton came out and they played 2 The Cars songs.
Wow.
I was just like, I don't know. I was just like dancing with my hands.
Elliot Easton of all people. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Jeez.
what a cool thing. That's awesome. I didn't even know you had tickets or were going. That's great.
I was watching it online. No,
you saw it online.
I did not go to
Ice Swarm has tickets though.
Oh, it's Ice Swarm who went. That's right.
I looked quite a bit. Like, this is like the ultimate thing, and it's probably the end of it all, like for my experience with music, right? Like, this is there'll never be anything like this again. And I was gonna have to spend upwards of $700-800 for a ticket to go to this thing. So that was just not acceptable. But I want you to know, it ended. They played multiple concerts, and then it ended with a 16-song Foo Fighters concert.
Wow!
Like, after all the hours and hours of all this stuff, Foo Fighters come out and play 16 songs. It was amazing.
That's great. I'm jealous of your
fantastic.
time.
It's like a full. That's like a full concert. Full, just there.
Nicely done. Well, all right. Let's get to these recommendals. We got them all lined up here, and I think we got Netflix heavy stuff today. I think. Well, at least Nicole and I think are Netflix. Are you Netflix?
Mine is Hulu.
Mine's Netflix.
Ooh, Hulu. So we got 2 Netflix. Randy, where's yours from? Just for funsies.
Hulu.
Oh, Hulu and Netflix.
Hulu to Netflix.
Yeah, I like this.
Oh,
So, Brian, we'll start with you. Do you want to set this clip up at all here?
Yes, this is a movie, not a series. Came out in 2020, but recently, I think it did the film circuit first, and then got officially released this year, and then made it to streaming.
Nice. Let's play the clip and see what we got.
Hey, Mom, can I go see a rock show with Sissy and Karen on Friday?
Sissy and Karen? That's a blast from the past. I haven't heard you talk about them since you dropped out of junior college.
What's the group?
Oh, they're this really cool group from New York City. They're really smart and stuff. The music is almost educational.
What's the name of the group?
The Alliance?
Oh, I don't know. That sounds pretty militant. The Alliance?
I don't like the sound of this New York militia music.
Come on, I never get to do anything fun!
Hey, you need to take it down a notch.
Shut the hell up, Kev!
Whoa. Watch the language. All right, now, rock concerts are bad news. Plus, we don't want you around all those strobe lights.
That's true.
There's not gonna be any strobe lights.
Hey, here's an idea. Why don't you invite Sissy and Karen over Friday night? We'll have a slumber party like old times. We can play Party Farm. Dad can whip up some homemade ice cream.
No one wants to play that baby stuff anymore, Mom. I'm 20 years old.
Now who's spazzing?
Kevin, shut the F up!
Okay, you really need to take it down a notch.
I have no idea what this is.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is a movie Tina and I stumbled across that I was hesitant on including in to do as a recommendal. Like, after we watched it, we're like, God, that was weird. And it wasn't until like yesterday I realized, God, I've been thinking about this movie a lot for the last couple days. So it fits. Like, if I, what's
is it
that?
futuristic, or is it?
No.
Does it take place in like the real world?
It takes place in the real world and current time. It's a movie called Dinner in America.
All right.
And there's a couple people in here you'd recognize. You heard Mary Lynn Raskub in that clip. Comedian, actress you've seen in a billion different things. I'm trying to think of, like, she was in 24. I think she was Chloe in 24. Like, everybody hated Chloe. But anyway, you also get Leah Thompson in one of the weirdest Leah Thompson roles that in a very strange way harkens back to her Back to the Future character. But really, this is like a coming of age film that is, for me, it's almost as if Wes Anderson is making Heathers.
Oh, weird.
That's the comparison I came up with when I was driving the car yesterday. I'm like, all right, it's like as if Wes Anderson did Heathers. It's really a story about Patty, who you hear there is the 20-year-old girl who wants to go see this band. And then there's a punk rocker who happens to be in that band named Simon, and the two of them meet and kind of go on a weird local Michigan rampage throughout the town. Now here's some preparation, because one aspect of this film was a little bit hard to watch, and I think it's just because, again, it's taking place in this small town Michigan thing, but they use the R word for intellectual disabilities quite a bit, because the main character Patty has some sort of they never quite say it, but she might be on the spectrum. She might have some sort of intellectual disability, but they use that they use jerks in town use that term, so it's used by horrible people. As opposed to being used by the characters that you're supposed to like and care about.
Thank you for unpacking that.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's I don't know. It's just so weird. It's charming. It's heartwarming. You kind of fall in love with these characters. This film won the jury prize at the Dublin International Film Festival. The best film at the Neuchâtel International, the Odessa International Film Festival. It was nominated at Sundance. Like, it's gotten a ton of awards and prizes, both for the film, for best film, and also for the director, Adam Carter Remir, who I don't think has done anything else.
In our Discord group, you compared it to, well, you said it was the weirdest thing you'd seen since Brand New Cherry Flavor.
Brand New Cherry Flavor. And it's weird like that, just not weird in the weird dark way that Brand New Cherry Flavor was weird, but still on the same level of weirdness.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Pat Healy is in this, who, if you just watch the most recent final season of Better Call Saul, you see a lot of Pat Healy as one of basically as the taxi driver. Saul's friend, the taxi driver. Anyway, this is highly recommended. We enjoyed it a lot more thinking about it afterwards. And I really want somebody else to watch this so that I can talk with them about it and figure out, what the heck.
I'm on it.
All right. Sounds like a weird one.
I can't wait to watch this. It's got the guy is Kyle Gallner.
Yeah.
And he's been working so hard, and nobody knows who he is.
I didn't know who he was. So I've never seen Veronica Mars or Smallville, but I know he was in both of those.
Yep.
Anything else? Oh, I guess he was in the remake of Nightmare on Elm Street.
And the Scream remake just this year.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
He's a perfectly good actor. He's been acting since he was a teenager. He was one of the teens in Wet Hot American Summer.
Oh, really? In the new one of those?
Yeah.
Or in the original?
The original, yeah, like
really?
15 years ago.
Golly.
Or more, 20 years ago.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like he's 35 yeyears old, but I'm seeing that now that he's 35, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's great. He's a hero, or an anti-hero that you kind of don't like until you get some information on his background, and then it's like, oh, I see why I like this guy all of a sudden.
Yeah.
So
but it is not for everybody. This is
definitely not for everybody. Man, I'm trying to tell, like, if you like X, then you'd probably like this. If you like Ghost World, the movie Ghost World, that's another comparison that I'd put it up against.
I never saw that. I always meant to. Thanks for the reminder. Actually, I'm going to write that down. I don't know why.
Yeah, that's a really good one to see. So,
am I wrong? Is Steve Buscemi in Ghost World, or am I making that up?
Yeah,
yes.
Steve Buscemi was in Ghost World.
Okay, so I have some.
Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah. Are you a fan, Nicole? You like that movie too?
I liked it. Yeah, I really liked that movie.
All right.
It's a coming of age movie.
I'm going to
seek
it out.
That's what this is as well. A weird coming of age movie by non Pretty in Pink 16 Candles kind of characters.
Well, very nice. This sounds like a good one.
It's on Hulu, And again, will somebody else watch it and tell me if I'm crazy for liking this?
Nice. I may. You had me at that. It's weird. I like weird.
Yeah.
Bring
it's
me some
definitely a weird coming of age film.
Let's now spin on over to Randy Jordan. I've got yours lined up here, and then we'll do Nicole, then me. What's your clip here, Randy? What do you want to do?
So, this is a brand new sitcom, and I'm desperate for it to succeed. So I'm begging everybody to watch it and maybe queue it up and watch it from another account. It's R-rated. So
Sweet.
that's a thing like that we now get in the age of streaming services, right? We get R-rated sitcoms and we can have that.
Sure.
It is from people who made one of the most successful sitcoms of all time, and it is a show within a show. So it is about a bunch of people who were on a sitcom 20 years ago that was middling, not that great. And they've been brought back in after all going on to a lot of lack of success. They've been brought back to reboot their old sitcom. Only this time it's
So
it's very adult oriented.
Sure. I saw what's his name's in this from Jackass, so it had me at that. But let's play the clip.
Oh, Knoxville.
Yeah, Johnny Knoxville. Let's see what we got here.
Put in a bunch of bald jokes about Lawrence.
No.
That's
We're not
funny. I
gonna
like
do that, Gordon. We really like the new script.
No. Nobody likes this. You know what the problem is? See, now the world is just a mess. And people need comfort, right? They don't want kale salad. Let's give them mac and cheese.
Gordon, the characters finally sound real.
What are you talking about? Lawrence has always been real. It's based on me. You know the episode where you drop the wallet in the open casket?
Yeah.
That happened. Not to me, but I knew a guy that happened to.
And that was very, very funny in 2002. But it's been 20 years, and the show needs to change.
It's gonna change,
Oh,
believe
don't
me.
say that.
This time, Cody gets his own cute little kid.
Oh, hell yeah. That's so sick.
Right?
No kid. I must have spent 10 grand on that fucking swear jar.
Well, you can't do a family show without a cute kid.
We did before.
Wait, Gordon, you can't do that because then that would make me a grandma.
Oh, boy, I hadn't even thought of that. Put in a bunch of old lady jokes about Josie. Yeah, like a walk-in tub and stuff.
No, I'm barely in my 40s. Shut up.
Okay, I'm sorry, Gordon. We are only doing the version that we have signed on for.
Really?
Yeah.
I see. And if we don't, then what? You gonna quit? Again? Is that what's gonna happen? Well, you're all gonna quit this time?
Oh.
Well.
Not necessarily, but.
Yes, we are all going to quit.
Read.
Who the fuck do you think you are?
Hey, that's
Paul Reiser.
Paul Reiser, yeah, who I loved in
My two dads.
Yeah, he's great. I loved him in this. What did I see recently that I loved him in? I can't think of it now.
You saw him recently in
Stranger Things.
No, it wasn't that. It was something else.
Yeah.
Sweary. What was it?
Yes, like a producer guy.
Oh my gosh. Why?
The Boys.
Oh, The Boys.
Yes,
Duh,
The
yeah.
Boys.
Yeah, he's
Was
great.
he in The Boys? Oh, I need
was
to
in The
catch
Boys,
up on
the
The
most
Boys.
recent season. Yeah.
Season 3. He's very good in it. So, Randy, what's this show, and should we watch it?
So this is from Stephen Levitan, who is responsible for Modern Family, and you know most people who make most creators, like, they eventually find themselves making some creation about their process and that sort of thing, about what goes on behind the scenes, and that's what this is. This is, like I say, a bunch of people who were on a fictional, non-existing in the real world sitcom, and those people are played by Keegan-Michael Key, Johnny Knoxville, Judy Greer was who you were hearing in there. She's incredible. She's so freaking funny.
Love her.
And then the kid 20 years ago was, Callum Worthy, and he's now, I don't know, 30, something like that. He's around 30. And so, like, this reunion show that they're trying to do, which is actually supposed to be made by the daughter of Paul Reiser, but Paul Reiser swoops in and smashes her into the wall. The show is, it's it's really hard to explain what in the world the show within a show is. It's an update, right? And everybody's got their own ideas about what it's supposed to be. This is a wickedly funny 23-minute sitcom. And I so hope that it persists. Like, this is exactly what, like, if you've ever thought about Keegan-Michael Key or Johnny Knoxville and thought they should be in a show, this is it. This is what they should always be in.
Does it have the feel of Modern Family, or does it feel?
Not really. It actually feels more to me like something like Only Murders, or because it's so hard R. Like, one of the first things you see in the first episode is Judy Greer topless.
Oh, geez.
Like, just like it is, you know what I'm saying? And like Modern Family,
I'm watching it right now.
Okay.
Brian's long wanted need of seeing Judy Greer naked finally going to come true. It's great.
Modern Family was always a network television show. It was always supposed to like, it was pretty edgy, right, at times and in ways. And I'm always stymied when people, who watch a lot of TV never watched Modern Family. I don't know, maybe because the word family's in the name. I don't know, but it's one of the greatest of all time. But it was a network show, and this is like like Steve Levitan was like, we did a lot of cursing on set. let's make a show about that.
No, it sounds good. They've been promoting it like crazy over on Hulu. I see it every time I log in there. So they apparently, want to see it succeed. You can always tell when a streaming service is super into making sure something succeeds. So it seems like they want this one to do well. And by the way, I'm all about old Paul Reiser right now. He's great in everything I've seen him in lately, and I don't know what's going on there, but make him a mob boss before he dies or something. Do something cool like that.
We have a lot of recent openings from mob bosses, so yeah, for sure.
Yeah, get it in there.
He's amazing. Johnny Knoxville is amazing. Hold on, I'm forgetting the name of the woman who is the lead of the show, Rachel Bloom.
Oh, cool.
Rachel Bloom.
My so-called, or my fake ex-boyfriend, or whatever it's called.
Crazy ex-girlfriend.
Crazy ex-girlfriend. That's the one.
As
so-called boyfriend.
The show starts, and you think it's about her. Like, it's entirely only about her, because she's the writer who's pitched this idea to reboot this thing, and she's going to be the showrunner and so forth. And then her dad, Paul Reiser, who was the showrunner originally, comes along. But at first, it's like, man, this is a Rachel Bloom show. This is great. And it's like she's in a slightly different show than everybody else. And I mean the overall show, the show Reboot. She is coming at it from such a different angle than everyone else, and that's just entertaining as hell. Like, I have a really high bar, right, for success. Like, I am so frustrated that, like, Fresh Off the Boat is no longer on the air. That thing had like 5 seasons. It was successful by anybody's measure, but not mine. I would like there to be a hell of a lot more Fresh Off the Boat. Or I think Last Man on Earth is a better example of killer show. So good. Nobody's watching this. What is wrong with you people? Please. So don't let's see Reboot. Like, watch Reboot and make it have success.
It probably has a better chance here than it would have on, network television or Fox or
for
ABC
sure.
or whatever. So yeah, I have high hopes for it. It looks, it sounds great. I will definitely be putting this one on the list. Nicole, let's dive into this clip you sent me here. Anything you would like to say before I hit play?
I couldn't find like a good clip, so I gave you the trailer.
All right.
It's a little all over the place, but I feel like I say this a lot. I can't believe I missed this. It came out in 2019. Totally missed it. It's a series, and I'm almost done with it. I haven't binged a series in a while.
Oh, good. You must have liked it. All right, let's play a bit of this trailer, see what we get here. Whoops, I got to turn the volume on. Here we go. Paul Rudd just killed a fly.
You're welcome.
Okay, so your heart's broken.
The path of life brings us many troubles.
You sit around hoping.
Pain. He needs talk. Sadness. Humiliation.
You say you even thinking about time?
Top Happy Spa will rebuild your DNA better than ever. A better you. The best you can be. That's what I want.
How do you feel?
Happy.
All right. What is this?
This
is something
is this
familiar.
the clone thing?
This is the clone thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
This is a show on Netflix. It's only one season. I was looking to see if there was a second season. It's never been confirmed or killed. So you never know, but probably not. Paul Rudd only signed on for one season. It is called Living with Yourself.
That's it. Living with Yourself. Yeah.
And it's dark, it's funny, it deals with depression, it deals with infertility. There's like all these things, that life can just weigh on you, right? Mm-hmm. And Paul Rudd is trying to fix himself. He doesn't know he's getting cloned. And the process goes a little off to the side, and that's where the hijinks comes from, I guess.
My memory of this was they always said it was just meant to be a single miniseries or whatever. Yeah.
I love Paul Rudd. I loved him in this. I still have 2 more episodes to go, but it's that kind of show where you watch the first episode and there are certain things happening, and then they'll show it to you from a different perspective on the second episode. Like you get, right. We kind of all, we live as us as the main character in our own story for the most part. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times you go through life thinking, oh yeah, I'm doing good. But maybe what I did affected somebody and I had no idea. I'm always thinking about that stuff. And this kind of explores that a little bit.
So
I liked it a lot.
I have a big question.
Yeah.
So when this came out, Living with Yourself comes out, it was like #1 thing on Netflix for a day. And it felt like a lot of people were watching it. And so Samantha and I started it. And we watched maybe 3 episodes or 4. And it was one of those series where we just didn't have any momentum to keep watching. And so I haven't thought about it in all this time. Like it was like that kind of like not a letdown, but it was just like that, I don't know, there was something mediocre about it. And so I'm just wondering, does it pick up? Does it have a tremendous end?
I'm really into it. I like it. I want to know what happens. I'm not spoiling anything. Everybody knows we're dealing with clones here. And what's the moral? It kind of talks about, okay, now we have these 2 clones. One should not exist. And what's the ethics of that, the morality of that? And he has all the same memories as the first clone, but he's a better version of him. And I like it. I want to see what happens.
It's kind of like if they did Multiplicity, but did it way better.
Yes. Honestly, when I was watching, I was thinking about multiplicity.
Yeah.
Multiplicity.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah.
You got it. You're close. Yeah, that's fine. Don Cheadle, you're good.
And you can't talk about this show without talking about Aisling Bea and how freaking amazing she is as his wife. She is a revelation in this.
Wow. Look, you sound like red carpet guy today. I've never even heard of this lady. Should I look her up?
She is. After watching this, both Tina and I had such a crush on Aisling Bea, and she was in a more recent season of Taskmaster, that game show that I ripped off for TMS Vegas, and we were just looking forward to every appearance that she'd have on that show, every challenge that because she's such a kooky nut job that she's awesome.
Oh, I do like her. She's awesome.
Yes.
And she's Irish, so her name is probably pronounced like Aishla Beth.
Yeah.
I think it is called Aisling Bea. I think from that Taskmaster season, I think we finally learned how to pronounce it.
It is.
Claire can confirm, but I think it's Aisling.
The only part I could get was B, but Aisling? Aisling. That's a crazy way to pronounce that. That's amazing.
Oh, Claire is yelling in the chat room. It's pronounced like Brian said it.
Oh,
You could have stopped with Claire's yelling in the chat room.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Well, all right. I'll watch this. Netflix, yeah?
I loved it. I'm loving it. I'm going to probably finish it tonight.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm very echoey, aren't I?
I will also return to it. I just completely forgot this thing existed.
Yeah. No,
I'll watch it for the
and
first
knowing
time.
that there's only one season doesn't make you feel like you're in this big commitment, but it does. I feel like it does pay off in the end. There is a great resolution, and they easily could have done another season. They leave it to where.
Did you recommend this, Brian?
I think I did, but I looked and I couldn't find any.
If you did, it had to have been way back in 2019 when it came out.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, it would have been, and I think you would have been on the show when I would have recommended it, and I couldn't find it in the Twitter. So I don't think I must not have. But
yeah,
this is the kind of show that I go, oh, there's still little gems out there that I just for whatever reason missed. Like there's so much TV out there now and movies that
and you can find it by following like really like D-list actors. This one is Zach Cherry for me. He was the quiet guy in Severance of the four main people.
Okay.
He was the more quiet guy, the one who wanted to play by the rules.
Yeah.
Right. He's in Living with Yourself.
He is?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Man, I love Severance.
At the end.
Severance new season sooner than later. Is it next spring or something? When are we getting that damn show back?
More
the sooner
Severance?
the better.
I love it so much. It's so good. All right. Here is your final dose of nightmarish watching pleasures. Okay. I watched something because I was incredibly curious about it. It was getting great reviews, lots of controversy, and high marks to its lead actor, but also a lot of controversy. So I will play it and then we'll talk about it.
I'm not eating that.
Why? You a vegetarian?
No, I'm not a vegetarian. But I'm not eating a sandwich that my neighbor made when his apartment been smelling like a dead raccoon's ass stinking up my house since the day he moved in.
Okay. Fine. Try to do a nice thing, you know? You're just like my mom.
All right. This is Dahmer, Monster, the Jeffrey Dahmer story. It is okay, so let me back up a little bit. This is Ryan Murphy's new joint. It's meant to be a single, arc season. There's no multiple seasons to this or anything. So a miniseries, I guess.
Jeffrey Dahmer goes for like 7 seasons. And
oh
it's
my gosh, dude!
he returns from the dead.
That would be terrible. I mean, honestly, I was getting to the point toward the end where I was like, I'm really glad I'm ending this because I don't want to think about this guy anymore. Part of that is because he is so incredibly well played by Evan Peters.
Quicksilver.
Yeah, so Quicksilver, you got your MCU in here, which is kind of cool.
That's right. You got your. It's Ryan Murphy who did all the American Horror Story stuff, and Evan Peters is a regular in all of his stuff.
That's where he got his big start. Really, is that first season. He's awesome, and I really liked him in like Mayor of Easttown and some other stuff since then. But he's chillingly good in this, and really becomes Dahmer. He looks like him. He sounds like him. He's creepy as hell. The whole thing is filmed through the lens of the 70s and 80s. But the wood paneled gross carpet version of those 2 decades, if I have any other way to put it. I don't want to.
Molly Ringwald is in this.
Yeah, she plays his stepmom. She's amazing in this. She's so good.
Wow,
in it. Totally great. Can't say enough about Molly Ringwald as Sherry Dahmer. The real show stealer, though, in my opinion, is Richard Jenkins, who plays his dad. And Richard Jenkins is never bad in anything. That's the rule. Yeah. He's just amazing in all things, even crappy movies. He stands out, and he's rarely in a crappy movie. He's just an amazing actor. And he plays Lionel Dahmer. And they play things pretty dang close to the way stuff went. They don't veer off into like what if land very much. I have some questions about the final episode in terms of some of that, but and actually, my only complaint is the last 2 episodes are a little bit weird.
Yeah, he's the dad. Yeah, the dad that kept guiding Peter Krause.
Yeah, he's in everything. He's in the Fish Getting It On with the Lady movie. What's that called?
The fish getting all the ladies. Shape of Water.
Shape of Water. Yeah. He's always in. He's in Nightmare Alley. He's in all those like Del Toro movies, but he's even small stuff like Step Brothers. He was a psychiatrist in that. Anyway, Richard Jenkins because he's great and he's amazing in this. Cannot say enough about his performance. He was one of the most interesting portrayals I've seen in TV in a long time. This is not an easy watch. It is really heartbreaking. They spend a lot of time talking and showing and discussing things from the victim and victim's family's point of view, which I think is a good thing. It's impossible, though, for the movie not to be criticized for, I wouldn't say, what's the word? They don't
sensationalism.
Yeah, I don't think it's sensationalism in the usual bad way. Like it's still sensationalistic to even make the thing, right? In some way, you can define it as that. But I feel like they went as hard as they could on making him just one of the most horrible, distasteful freaking things you've ever seen. Like there's nothing about this that made me go, "Oh, Jeffrey Dahmer, what a cool dude." Like
what a sympathetic character.
Yeah, not at all. If anything, for the first time ever, I felt like I kind of got to know who these victims were because we just didn't, the trial didn't spend much time on it. The sort of zeitgeist at the time didn't spend much time on it. We're talking late 80s, early 90s here. And the issues.
Well, it also shines light on his privilege.
Oh, big time. Yeah. And like when he'd get apartments in low income areas where it was mostly, black and brown residents, and he absolutely, was doing that. He was, and the show's not afraid to like call that out and really point out like these cops really effed up. They returned one of the victims, the 14-year-old kid, to his death.
Scene. I can't watch this, by the way.
It's heinous.
I can't either. And when it blew up all over the internet a couple days ago, my very first thought was, "Oh, Scott's going to recommend that."
Yeah, look, I'm a fan of true crime. I admit it. This stuff fascinates me. I find it interesting. I find it horrible as well. And I realize that this is not going to be for everybody. This feels like it's going to be for people who are curious about the case or true crime followers in general. Or maybe it's for people who just want to see insane performances by everyone. They're all really, really good in this. I think it falls apart a little bit in the last couple episodes because it just feels, I don't know, the pacing's weird. If it's sensationalistic, those are the two episodes where it is. But I will say there's one episode that just I found heartbreaking, which was this one called Silenced. And it was about one of his victims who was deaf, black, and gay. And in the late 80s, early 90s, the AIDS era, all that stuff, that was a very difficult position to have in life. And just the nicest guy with the coolest ideas and plans. He was going to school up in Madison, was visiting his mom in Milwaukee when he met Dahmer at some bar. And they tell almost that entire episode via what it sounds like as a deaf person the entire time. So there's hardly any dialogue, little bits here and there, but any scene he's in, everything's muffled down to like complete and almost utter silence, and then sign language and subtitles and stuff like that. And it was really affecting. Like I walked away from that one just feeling so bad for those people and their family. And I think that's why I like this a little more than the usual fare, because it didn't just say, "Ooh, grisly murders, horrible thing, awful man." Blah, blah, blah. It was like, here's the real impact.
Artistic merit.
Yeah, I would say that, but also it's like, here are real people impacted by real events.
Yeah.
And it's
I would cry too
heinous.
much watching this. I'm such an impact.
It was bad.
So I just want to ask everybody here, like, the big complaint that blew this thing up recently was the surviving families of Jeffrey Dahmer's victims all getting interviewed suddenly and being like, "We didn't know about this. We weren't consulted. They're opening old wounds and giving us absolutely nothing." And it just got me thinking, like, has there ever been a case where people in Hollywood capitalized on someone's suffering and tried to help them through the process? I can't think of
I'm
any.
guessing it's rare if it exists at all, which is a real bummer, because to me it reminds me of, well, it's like anything when you're profiteering off somebody else's loss or off somebody else's work or whatever it is. There's some of that going on here. So this is a sticky wicket, this entire thing, because on the one hand I think it's like really enlightening and and faithful to the victims, but in a real world sense, they didn't do any reach out. They didn't even know this was coming. They didn't know it was being made. Like, that feels weird. Like, there's a lot of those questions, and I think that those are all valid points of view. I had those points of view throughout the watching of the frickin' thing. But I will say, if Evan Peters isn't at least nominated for an Emmy, it'll be weird, because this acting is amazing. He is a really truly amazing in this, and by that I mean horrifyingly. Like, it's just, dude, Jeffrey Dahmer was effed. That guy was effed up beyond all recognition, and I thought it was deftly handled in that regard. But I've got hangups about other parts of it, and even it existing at all. And how can you make something not be sensationalistic when the entire point of it is to be, whoa, look at this? That's sensational, right? That's sensationalism. So I don't know how you get around it. Every show about anybody like this, any serial killers or anybody who did terrible things, they all get a show. They all get a series. They all get a movie. They get a biography. Like, we feed this machine because people want to hear about it. And I'm all sorts of torn up about that. I will say the most shocking, hard scenes actually had nothing to do with Dahmer, and had everything to do with the one episode where they roped what's his name, the clown killer, the guy that dressed like a clown that killed all those guys.
John Wayne Gacy,
because his case and his execution happened right around the time that Dahmer was sent to prison,
right?
And they do some cross-laying of those two stories. And I don't know who played Gacy in this, but my freaking gosh, that scene just about murdered me. It was horrifying. So they're really laying into it, and they did I think a good job of doing what they tried to do. But again, this is like a recommendal to those who know they're gonna want to see this, and to everyone else who you're like hesitant. I'm saying, you don't need to.
It sounds like if you know the Ryan Murphy stuff, when he's dealing with real true crime, you're gonna get a similar feel.
For sure. It's weird though, because his
not as
haunted stuff, it's like I wouldn't even say it's goofy. It's just more like, here's a bunch of stuff that isn't real. Ghosts aren't real, but we're gonna make it freaky anyway. And then this is like, no, this guy was real, and this shit is freaky, and it's probably not hard for Ryan Murphy to get freaky. So anyway, it's an interesting thing. You should see it.
And once again, message to David Fincher: you blew it.
He could have done it. Yeah, he could have.
You could have made 5 seasons of Mindhunter, Mr. Fincher, and you could have sold those later seasons to me. I would have spent extra money to watch the new Mindhunter.
Well, there's a rumor that season 3 will now happen, so I hope that's true. I hope it does, because that would be cool.
I don't care anymore.
Yeah, you're out. I need some Bill Tench closure. I need season 3
for sure. I need what's going to happen with the BTK killer. Yeah.
Been 3 years. It's too long.
Has it been 3? Yeah, that can't be right.
Yeah, 3 years since the latest season. Yeah.
Boo. I love Mindhunter. All right. Anyway, available now on Netflix. You can't miss it. It's #1 in the U.S., and there must be a reason. And I enjoyed it. I think Molly Ringwald punching way above her weight in this, and that surprised me a lot. She's very good. Not that I ever thought she was bad. I don't know. I just didn't expect it.
Not that she's a lightweight.
Yeah, I mean, because what is she in lately? Yeah. She's I guess the Jughead show. What's it called?
Oh, right, Riverdale. I forgot. Yeah, that they brought everybody, all the teen Beverly Hills 90210 and John Hughes people.
They all ended up in that, and she's good in that. But I just thought, well, that's about the extent of it. She was really, and watching her with Richard Jenkins was an impressive pair. So
cool.
Anyway.
I have a dream that Molly Ringwald will make a movie in the next few years called 60 Candles. I just think it would be so interesting.
60.
Oh, don't
That's
give
amazing.
people any ideas.
I don't know. I kind of like this idea. I'd watch this. What would it be like?
John Hughes is just like, no, in his grave.
Yeah, maybe he'd go for it. I don't know. I'm open to these weird ideas. I think it'd be fine.
John Hughes didn't believe in the sequels, did he? Like, I think that was his whole.
Well, he made. He wrote Christmas Vacation. That's a sequel.
Okay. Wrote it, but
he made Home Alone movies. What else?
Did he do the second Home Alone though?
No, he actually directed the second one. But he wrote the first one. The first one was Christopher Columbus.
Okay,
yeah.
All right. I remember seeing an interview where he says he doesn't like sequels, but I guess he broke his
Then he did trains, planes, automobiles, and hoverboards. That was
the training.
Yeah, the training. It was fantastic. Anyway, those are your recommendals for the day. They're going to show up on quicktms.li or wherever you follow Randy Deluxe or Nicole Spag on their social accounts. It was great having you guys on today. Nicole, I'm glad your car's okay.
Me too.
And whatever rock and roll's going on back there, I like that even more. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's fun. So she's
What's that?
At the club.
I hear music.
At the club.
Yeah, it sounds like you're off in a room.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to adjust working in the firehouse, and it's so echoey, and I'm still.
Is Mark over there rocking out to some
Dokken?
He's
What's he playing? He usually plays like Super Mario Brothers music.
Really? I love that. That's great.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Awesome. That is awesome.
It's all video game music.
You guys just need to make a foam cave and you'll be good. You got this covered. Well, there you have it. Thank you both for being here. It's good to see you. We'll talk to you next time here on Recomentals. Okay. Brian, we're done, but I wanted to give some congratulations to the following people. We had 3 people as requested.
Oh, look at that. Awesome.
Yep. Signed up for Patreon as of yesterday or since yesterday we spoke. And adding to Mailman, who I said was going to get one also, we got Ed Perez, Alex, and Alan Calford. You're all getting Frog Pants packs of stickers, prints, and magnets in the mail just for being cool. All right?
That's so cool.
Look at that. Good. I'm excited to have you all on board, and thank you for joining us. If you'd like to join our Patreon, be like them and go to patreon.com/TMS. For all other needs, you'll find them satisfied at frogpants.com/TMS. Except for the one I'm about to ask Brian for, which is a song to get us out of here. What do you got?
You have the need for a song. Jonathan wrote in, said, "Hello, salami and bologna. I'm once again requesting the cover master provide a bit of soundtrack to a momentous occasion in me and my girlfriend's life. We close on our first house on September 21st. I know that was a week ago today, but there have been a lot of requests in between now and then. It's been a long road and a lot of TMS and core shows between the idea and the reality, so any time around the close date would be great. Thanks, and hope you all have a great one. Signed, Jonathan."
Oh, Jonathan, good luck, man. That's the housing market's weird right now, but I bet you've got it. You can do
for
it.
Sure. And this is one where he basically gave me carte blanche to pick a song for them. This is great because it is brand new. Somebody, brand new to me. This actually came out 4 years ago, 2018. I had not heard it until now. Until this week, and said, "Oh, this would be a perfect song for this." Jaguar Dreams released this cover of Fleetwood Mac's "Dreams" back in 2018. Somebody else told me about it. I loved it, and I put it in the list to play the next time I had an open carte blanche request. But it does fit with them realizing their dreams and closing on a house. Here is Jaguar Dreams and Dreams.
See you guys tomorrow.
This show is part of the Frog Pants Network. Frog Pants Network. Get more shows like this at frogpants.com.
What's that from? Hold on, let me play it again. No idea.
Oh, that's not the guy who's the scroll showed up in his office while he was doing the Zoom call.
No, that guy screamed. Oh my gosh,
yeah.
He hurt my ears. That guy. I don't remember where I got that. Probably film sack. Who knows?